never imagined my marriage would end in betrayal. For 10 years, I thought I was building something strong with my wife, Emily. We had a home, a beautiful daughter, and memories stitched into every corner of our life. But it turns out, all it took was one selfish decision to tear it all apart. The signs were there: late-night texts, secretive phone calls, sudden meetings she couldn't explain. At first, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was stressed, maybe work was getting overwhelming. But the gut feeling never left me. Then one night, I picked up her phone by mistake when it buzzed on the counter. It was a message from someone named Jay. It read asterisk, "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you." Asterisk, my heart dropped. I confronted her right away, and she didn't even deny it. She said she had fallen out of love with me. That Jay made her feel alive again. That we had grown distant. It felt like someone had stabbed me straight in the chest. 10 years erased in seconds. I packed a bag and left the next day. Over the next few weeks, I tried to rebuild. I moved into a small apartment, saw my daughter only on weekends, and tried to keep my emotions in check. But anger simmered beneath the surface. Not just at Emily, but at Jay too. Jay wasn't a stranger. He was a guy I used to help. He lost his job a year ago, and I connected him with a few contacts. He even came to our house a few times. I trusted him. And he betrayed me in the worst possible way. I could have moved on and let karma take its course. But something inside me burned too hot to ignore. I started digging. Jay had a consulting business, a small one. I began to follow his work, asked around discreetly, and even posed as a potential client under a fake name. It didn't take long to find a crack. Jay had been working on a contract for a big company, a medical equipment provider. He was trying to land a major deal that would double his income. The company was cautious and wanted background checks, so I made sure to give them a little tip. I emailed the company anonymously with evidence of Jay's past shady dealings, inflated client reports, misleading data, and one instance of taking credit for a competitor's design. I had screenshots, documents, and even old testimonials that painted a very ugly picture. Within a week, Jay's offer was pulled. He was blacklisted by the firm. Rumors spread in his professional circle. His LinkedIn disappeared, his website went down, and I knew I had struck the first blow. But I wasn't done. At his weakest, Jay got sick. He was hospitalized for a kidney condition. I found out through Emily when she came to pick up our daughter. She looked tired, worried. She said Jay had no one else to support him financially and emotionally. I could have felt pity, but I didn't. I saw it as an opening. I contacted Jay's insurance provider under another anonymous tip, alerting them about discrepancies in his income reporting for his premium assistance. An investigation was opened. His insurance coverage was suspended temporarily, right when he needed it most. Emily called me crying. She said Jay was in a terrible condition and couldn't afford the treatment. She begged me to help. I listened quietly, then asked, "Did he help me when he slept with my wife?" She had no answer. I hung up. Jay ended up being transferred to a public hospital. Emily drained her savings trying to help him. Their perfect little fantasy came crashing down. She started messaging me again, long texts about how she made a mistake, how she didn't know who Jay really was, how she missed our family. I ignored her. She left him 2 weeks later. Jay survived, but he was never the same. He tried to rebuild his business, but had no credibility left. No one would work with him. He eventually moved BA,